my mic is not working. Is it better now? Okay, so I'm right now in Happy Valley. But I'm not using my mic. My mic is here. I was saying, when the British government or the British people, they come to Hong Kong, they decided this Happy Valley area wasn't suitable for development, so that's why they wanted to build this as a financial center, but they found the soil and the area wasn't suitable, and then a lot of people who came here, a lot of people who came here and they got malaria or some sort of diseases, and many died back in the days. It was like 120 years ago. Hi, Lei Ho. And then this cemetery was built in the 1845, and then it has like multiple stages of development. We're also next to a few cemetery, like the Catholic. So this is the Christian Cemetery. So we're also next to the Jewish, Hindu, Parsi, and the Catholic cemetery. So it was like a packed area for the unwanted places, like because the Chinese was very superstitious, and they didn't want the cemeteries or the hospitals around where they live. So that's why these places were like concentrated. It's the only cemetery. It was kind of separated in bits, and we're right now in the oldest part. So I'm gonna walk through this cemetery, and then I think it is very beautiful. But because like we're right next to the main road, and you can see there are a lot of traffic there because of the tomb sweeping day. Today is just tomb sweeping festival for the Hong Kong people, and then people would just like gather around the graveyards and do their relative gatherings around that. You can see a lot of the monuments or the burial grounds. They're very, very, very old. Tomb. I can't do it. So inside there we have a lot of cemeteries that are graveyards that are almost like 150 years old. Yes, and then we also have one of the oldest church buildings inside. Boom, tom. Is that right? Yeah, and then this is like some sort of characteristic about Hong Kong, because like Hong Kong has so little land, and then you can see it's not the cemetery that you can get to see in the States or Europe, and it is so packed. You see, it is very, very, very packed. Yeah, so we also have a few monuments about the HMS, which are the Navy ships from Britain, and I would try to find them, but if the writing is not clear, then maybe it would be hard. They don't start the covers, but because this is the eldest, and then usually like the Chinese wouldn't want to disturb the dead, so that's why they would stay here. And also because like lots of them were foreigners, and then you can see they are not very properly managed, because like maybe they died of accidents and then died in Hong Kong, and then they didn't have anyone to come and visit them. I think it's just like maybe 1 meter or 2 meters deep, but it is sort of like a very colonial period of buildings and cemetery. Yeah, the cemetery in Stanley was like more for the World War soldiers. These are the burials. So before then, this area is not developed, so we had plenty of land. so they were allowed to do the burial here. But you can see like this is like graveyard after graveyard. This is in Happy Valley, and I'm trying to find a few sort of famous places, but I need my map, so let's see. I suppose they can't clear the area because like it wouldn't be respectful. I'm not sure if this exists in elsewhere, but like Chinese believe that you don't disturb the dead. Well, you can choose to get burial or cremated, but nowadays we don't even have enough places for cremation. Who's told am I going to sweep? I'm not sweeping any of those. Well, I'm not related to any of those. So when I was searching on Wikipedia on Google, and then people back in the 1800s, why the grave sites above the ground? I'm not sure. Maybe that's the European standards. So when I was, oh, you want to sweep here, right? So when I searched on Google or Wikipedia, I found that many people back in the 1800s, they died roughly around like 40 or 50 years old. So they didn't have a long life. And then because like this is so packed, they don't allow new burials now. So this cemetery, they are divided into sections, and then some of the important officials or generals, they are buried along this, like section 9 or 11. And then you can see high reading. How old is this one? It's not very old compared to England, but this was built in 1845. 1845. So the ones which are closer to the main road are the oldest, and then the further you get, the newer they get. So on this track, then you will see some graves that were built back in the 1800s. So when I was searching, and then the oldest one was 1844, I think. Yeah, 1844. And you can see a lot of different designs. Like, for example, this one. This is only like made with some pipes with the cross. And some of them they don't even have like a proper stones. Like, look at that. That is what you got when you died. Maybe. So there are different designs of the tombs, like stone or graveyards. And then I'm really sorry that I don't know the proper names of the parts of the graves, but I think you can see for yourself. So this is one of the HMS monuments. This is Winchester. So maybe we can take a look. It's erected by the officers and the crew for the HMS. So this is back in 1853, and the names are engraved. I don't think they have families here, so some of them they died of accidents, and then some died really young. And then because I look at the states of the graveyards, I'm not sure that they had anyone to like clean them. Hey, it's nothing. Hello. No flowers. Like, these are proper old, very old graveyards. And usually I'm not a fan of like walking among the graveyards because I would feel really freaky. But I guess that this one is different because like no one had like the Chinese type of creepy graveyard things here. Which one? This one? So this monument is erected by Captain Harry Ashwell, the officers and ships company of HMS Tribune. How do you pronounce that? Tribune. This is okay. That is 1856. So this is so people who believed in Christianity, they can get buried here. So they are very I think this one is very European, and then you can tell from the graveyards about the history of Hong Kong, because like only the important people were allowed to bury here before, and you can see the kind of, there was racism for sure back in the days. Like all the Europeans are here, and then the only Chinese or the only Asians who were buried here were like scattered along the very edge of the graveyard. So these are all like, I think they plan to do it like this, like all the important people, they were buried around the church and things like that. Yeah, so racism for sure existed back in the days. And then when you walk along, and then you can see there are different designs, and the white ones are the newer ones, like these. Or maybe I should walk over there and then take the whole tour around. Yeah, it's like when you type Hong Kong Cemetery, you can find a link to a person who researched the history of the Hong Kong graveyards. I should. This is like next to the main road, and then also next to the horse racing ground. As I said in the beginning, the cemetery is next to the Parsi Cemetery, and that over there is a Catholic cemetery. So you can see a lot of people are sweeping there, and because of this older part, and then basically I don't think there are any families who would visit frequently here. Wow. Did you go? Did you go today? You see a lot of crosses here, so basically it tells you where you are. So the first one is 1850. He only died at the age of 21. And the Jews, I think Jews is over that side. I even get the map from office. You see that it is very crowded over there. The cemetery is maintained by the government, and then because in this site, and they have a few World War soldiers buried here. Let me see. So basically, like there are 79 Commonwealth burials in the World War I and 62 burials in World War II. So around 130 people died and buried here. Some of the days, these will date back to 1800s. The first one I searched was 1848. Yeah, they're very, very European-like. And also you can find some history about Hong Kong. And one of the guys who were buried here, who was Chinese, and then he was assassinated by the Qing dynasty and by the Qing government because of the revolution. And you can find some of the revolutionists, how do I say that? Revolutionist. This one? I can't tell. Can't even look at it. It's really, really old. I can't see the words. So back in the days, and on your death stone, you can see there's a little description about how they died. So this one is Emil Brinker. He was a seaman and he was accidentally killed while performing his duties on board in Hong Kong, 1899. You can go to, you can search Hong Kong Cemetery on Wikipedia, and then it will give you a link. Yes, there are links about these histories. So this part is Navy and Marines, and this one he died in 1900s. Yeah, there are roughly like 20 of them properly managed. So just 36 years old. Okay, I think this one is German. Can someone like confirm this for me? Or Australian? Oh no, Austrian. Because that doesn't look like English to me. December. And this one is one of the few Chinese ones, and you can see the words of the French, and then also the Canada. Canada is different, so they use Qing dynasty years. So the Chinese Canada, not only they use the Canada of lunar, they also was related to the king. So this was one of the kings in the Qing dynasty. So that's how they used the years. They even gave you the hours that they died. And then this woman, her age was right cross between two emperors. So you can see those are different. Guang Shui and Dou Guang. And I'm sure that these like newly painted ones, they have families who visit it, so they get repainted. And in 1950s, yes they are, but I have to find them. So currently the eldest one could be this one, 1873. Yeah, because of the section I'm in, I'm right now at the section 4. And section 11 would have the oldest ones. So this was one of the policemen in Hong Kong. So this is 1890s. And from Wikipedia, 1884. 1884. So that's like 130 years. Yeah. What happens when China wants to take over again? I don't think they would do anything about the burial site, because like, again, it's disrespectful to dig out the graveyards. So this one is 1867, and I quite like the font size on the stone. It's quite fancy. I think it's just something different. Oh, you mean Hong Kong as a whole? I don't know. By the time is I will be very old. Okay, this one is 1854, and a native of Stockholm. Yo, JT, I'm right now inside the graveyard, and this is a clergyman, and interestingly, and then they have both Chinese and I'm not sure which language that is. Nate is born, I think. Yeah, it's a dead holiday today. Looks German, I'm not sure. I have no idea. Okay, we're going to section 3, and these are the 1920s, I think. So these are the newer ones, and the way you go up and is the newer ones. Or I think I'll go down and they show you the church and the older sections of the cemetery. No 2000s, because like they stopped doing new burials here. I mean in this area. You want my plan? Yeah, I want my plan as well. No, I want a better plan, because I keep like topping it up. I need to find a better plan on my data. Where do they send them? What do you mean? It's quite peaceful here. What's the oldest grave site? Is 1884. And on your left is the Catholic ones. They are the newer ones. Oh, because we're in Hong Kong, like lands are very limited here. go here? Okay, maybe we should. Not the other way. So Qing Ming Festival, today is the Qing Ming Festival. It's a Chinese festival which everyone should pay respect and then go to the ancestors' graveyard to sweep and to like worship them. And for the Chinese, all the town believes that like after you're dead, you're kind of entering into a circle because it's like a circle of life. After you die, you will be born into like into another life. If you do something good, then you'll be born back to a human. Otherwise, you might end up being a cockroach. So do more good things. Oh, this is huge. And then I'm not sure whether the body is right underneath because it doesn't look very wide. And let's take a look at this one. I'm not sure. Do you think it's 1881? Can't read it. Actually, it's clearer to read through the camera than in reality. A lot of Christians, yes. So interestingly, okay, so 1958, yeah, hence the pictures. Okay. All right, I found one with 1848. Yeah, so this is Surgeon Lambert, and he was in the Regiment 95 who departed this life on 1848. So as I said before, like there are 130 burials from the World War I and II, and then died for Hong Kong during the war. Maybe over there we'll have some older ones. So this is Rev Preston, a member of the American Presbyterian mission. So it said that he arrived in 1854 and fell asleep in Jesus 1877. So it says, "I am only resting." I quite like some of the designs here. Oh wow, this guy is from London, and then he drowned in Hong Kong in the harbour on 1878 when he was 23. Wow, drowned. That's so sad. Like, he was the eldest son of Richard Byam Audley of London. Yeah, it says, "What I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter." Can't see that. I can't swim, actually. I should. Okay, so who knows which language this is? they have an office here, so I think it's like centralized. Yeah, but on the top, I'm not sure what kind of language. This one. No, I haven't. I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking. And here they have some unnamed ones. You can see the little stones. It's not creepy. I think I can find like kindness in this one. So, let's see where I want now. Who is it in the bushes? Me. Well, they said that some people were sneaking at night. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Like some people were sneaking at night and then maybe like sleep here, but because like no one worships in this cemetery, so there's nothing to steal, right? So this is a huge monument. What is this for? Columbine, that's one of their marine ships. Oh, how sad. This must be like the children's section. Like, look at how tiny the graveyards are, and then it says like Baby Shannon 1973. Yeah, these are like tiny little places. It's really sad. And this is one of the monuments for the Majesty's Navy ships. Okay. They do. They all do. So I can't read the name because of the plants. This is a monument. And you can see like the cannons decoration. But there's a pretty flower that grows naturally. So these people died in 1857. Hello. I think the ship sank. think one of the worst deaths that is being drowned. I can't speak French, really. I can't speak like proper French. So okay, this is one of the very important figures in Hong Kong, and then this is Hodong, Robert Hodong. So Robert Hodong, and this is his wife, and he was considered one of the richest men in early 1900s, and also he funded the revolution for Dr. Sun for like taking over the Qing dynasty, and he funded it, and then he was one of the very important figures back in the colonial days. Yeah, they do, because like they were buried together. Like look at that, like they're buried together. They are a couple. So he was also very keen in charity. So he did a lot of good stuff for Hong Kong. And this is him, his wife, and one of his sons over here. So you can see like a lot of important people are buried here, and then they get a very relatively good spots, considered that he died in the 1950s. So this is already crowded. This was already crowded back in the early 1900s. Does the writing says anything special? No, it just says his name, and because like he's mixed, and then he was a mixed guy basically. So he was some sort of like a connection to the Anglo-Chinese community. So he was the very first person to be able to live in the mid-levels back in the 1900s. So as I said before, that like racism existed back in the days. So you can kind of tell that it was pretty important to get that spot. And then this is also a children's area, I think. Hey, midwave. And then you can get the random children's graves here, which is kind of sad. It's getting warm here in Hong Kong. And what about this one? What about this one? Alright. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. I'm good. There are 5 people in the grave. First one is 1952, or yeah, wow, you can. All family, yes. And the latest one is 1994, but I guess that you don't get to like bury 5 people here. And my name is Ria, and you can see that in my title. I have yet to find the oldest one. Maybe. Actually, I lost my paper. I lost my script. Not my script, but I sort of searched and wrote some of the names here that I would like to show you. I lost the paper. This is the map. It's really quiet here. And Qing Ming Festival is only like a Chinese holiday, so I guess that is why this is empty. I think he was buried in Taiwan, but I'm not sure. I can search for it. Okay, this one is another monument. So it's for the regiment who died between the 1849 to 1858. So, did I have any writings around? Oh, wow. What's the total number? 21, 11, 32, 36, 36, 502, 502, 502, 538, 538, 615. 615 people died in this regiment, and then they erected this. Yeah, it could be. Well, I think the early 1900s, yeah, was indeed the best time. Cleopatra to the deceased shipmate, Hong Kong, 1853. I think it was hard to be a seaman, and it was really rough. And you can see these are like little gravestones, and they belong to the ship, I think. Yeah. I felt like you were born on the wrong time. True. Oh, 谢谢. Thank you. But I do speak Cantonese. My mother tongue is Cantonese, not Mandarin. But thank you. So these are the people who fought for Hong Kong. And they should be respected. And I don't think history can be forgotten. Hi, LA. So a lot of these guys are from the UK. For example, this one, this guy, Richard, was from Bristol, Lancashire. Oh wow, oh wow. So this is one of the Royal Army Medical Corps members. And look to that, he was young, he was happy, he was very, very gay. The world lay open at his feet. Very young indeed. Died at the age of 23 because of the war. You're welcome. Sure, take a look at the site, because this is, I think this is all war related. So that's why they are being looking after. They've been looking after. I'm very glad that we don't have war in Hong Kong now. And then war is a very, very selfish power struggle between governments. I can't keep looking at like Mandarins, or if you wish, you can send me a tweet, because I do really I speak Cantonese more than Mandarin. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Oh. So, this lady was called Olive, and then he died on duty. 1949 through the Cathay Pacific Airways crash on Mount Butler. Some of the stones they would also state the reason of the death. Yeah, it does, and I think there's a website recording all the stories about these people who died in Hong Kong back in the days, and it would be a very, very interesting read. And these are all royal armies. They all fought for Hong Kong. You see someone visited this place. Well, Qing Ming is actually a festival for Chinese, so I would say then this is not related. But I decided to give you a tour of one of the oldest Christian cemeteries in Hong Kong, and there is so much history here related to the World War I and World War II. This guy was from Dorset, and then he was killed in a flying accident. I think, yes. But this area is for the World War I and World War II deaths, and they are mainly from the UK. Sometimes you just get your name and your rank and your age. I'm Chinese. Oh, this guy's from Belfast. Belfast was a place where the shipping industry was very good. It's almost 12:30, I think. It's 9/11. Hello. God's finger touched him and he's still in loving memory. And then we're back in the 1800 section, which you can find a lot of like older designs here. I think it's quite nice. How do I get so many followers? I intended to scope as much as I can. I don't know. I don't think I have many followers. Okay, maybe we can see if we could find the oldest one. Here. Let's check. Okay, this one is from Boston. She's called Elizabeth. It is 1866. 1868, and this is interesting. It's like an elongated heart. You can't see this one. You're welcome. I wish that I know more so I can tell more stories. Hong Kong has so much history yet to be revealed. Yes, I am inside the cemetery by myself right now. I think it's cool, like we're under the daylight, should be fine. And then this one is 1885, and then this guy is from what do I see? Glasgow. Oh, but we're in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is not part of Japan, but in Asia. But you can stop by if you like to. It should be okay if it's like the morning time or the afternoon time. It should be okay. So 90. It's 1930. $1939. I should look for the 11th section. So they have a map for you. They have a map for you, and the oldest one would be here. It's close to the Houghton's grave, so could be somewhere over there. So what do you think? The oldest one that you found, oldest one we found was like 1860 something, right? I'm good. I'm good. It's just that my mic is not working, and I had to put it out. And I'm inside a very colonial designed cemetery, which has 130 deaths related to the World War I and II, which you're looking at right now. Let's check the other side. Yeah, there's nothing in Hong Kong which can compare to Europe. I mean, we only have maybe 150 years of written history, and then before the British came here, and then we were only like a very little pot. Hi UK. Hampshire. Haven't been there. Well, there seems to be a story here. Because we're in the European part of the cemetery, and over there is the Chinese one, so you can get more people. Denver. Hi. So, can you read? This guy died in 1942 during the Japanese occupation after a most distinguished career. Captain in RAMC, First World War, pathologist to Shanghai Municipal Council. Nice, I should follow. So this is the 1900 section. I'm still trying to find the oldest one here, but I lost the paper, so I guess I'll have to look at it with my eyesight, my terrible eyesight. (1876). 75. There are some engineers died here who have died on the China station, erected by the brother officers. So it was very common that if you don't have any families back in the days, and then your colleagues would like erect some sort of monuments for you. I guess it's like better than nothing. Take a look here. And I think some famous people there. I showed you the Hodong. So Hodong was one of important personnel in Hong Kong. He was the richest back in the 1900s. Okay, here we have next to the road, we have an 1853. So this guy, Captain Batten, who was killed at the storming of Canton on December 29th of 1857. It's kind of hard to witness, but yeah. You're welcome, you're welcome. So he was 37 when he died. So I guess this is the oldest part of the graveyard. And for this one, 1853. try to watch. And this church inside, but I'm not sure if it's open. It's usually for the burial. Some part of the words, they are not readable, but I think we're right now in the oldest section. Truly the oldest section of the graveyard. I think it should be functioning, and this is one of the oldest churches in Hong Kong. It was built near the same period of the cemetery, so this is a building of 1845. Well, I think the less people who comes, and the better shape that it would be. So 1866. Do you go to Starbucks? Yeah. I try to support the local. Yeah, I support the local cafeteria. Alright, I'm gonna go back soon because I get another message from my data supplier that I haven't got enough data plan. Right. Some Royal Navies, like a human graveyard. Winchester, assistant surgeon, and then there are some people. Oh, okay, I see 1849. So maybe we can like go. I think they wouldn't mind. I'll keep my voices down. So this one is 1852, commander of the British bark. Yeah, and this is a horse racing court, by the way. And then when the British came here, they thought that this area would be good for a financial district, but because of the swamp and because of the atmosphere, because of the habitat, and many of the officers died from malaria, and then a lot of officers of the Navy, they were buried here. And I'm sure that there are a lot of history for these people, and then I would like to read more so that I can tell more stories. So that's like HMS Princess Royal, and maybe you could type in the search on Google. Okay, so I found this, and this guy was called Karl. This is German name, right? Karl Gustav. And then on Google, and they say that he was one of the first missionary who came to China and set up the Lutheran church. And he was 48 when he died. and this is 1851. Yeah, it says the first Lutheran missionary to China, 1831 to 1851. So it's more than 200 years away from when he was born. And he also had a Chinese name, and then he wrote the story in Chinese as well. Okay, so I found an older one, so this could be one of the oldest one in here. Hello everyone. So Sir Francis Augustus Collier CBKCH, Commander-in-Chief of the East India Station, born August 7th, 1786, and died in Hong Kong October 28th of 1849. Wow, so much history. And this would be related to the Navy, right? Even though I can't really read. But yeah, from that sign. Can't see. It is very faded. So this guy was drowned in Macau, but he was carried back to Hong Kong to get buried. He was only 26 years old. He was commander of the British bark. Okay, so maybe we would end the stop here, and then I'll see you soon. Where's the good place? Yeah, this is a good place to end with. So I hope you enjoy this, and then I'll see you soon. Or maybe here. Alright, bye guys. Ciao.